Veterans re-entering civilian life face many challenges, including finding a job. Hi, I'm Montel Williams. Welcome to this edition of Military Makeover Operation Career. Today, we have 4 inspirational stories of former servicemen and women who have reinvented themselves and are thriving at companies that value their unique skills. First up, we're headed to Mechanicsville, Virginia, visiting Carter Machinery, who prides itself in creating long-lasting careers for veterans. Their partnership with the DoD's Skill Bridge program is just one way they're helping veterans transition. Take a look at this.
With over 90 years of history, Carter Machinery serves the Mid-Atlantic region as the authorized Caterpillar dealer. Amid having 2,000 employees and 33 locations located in Virginia, Maryland, Delaware, and West Virginia, Carter Machinery's products and services are in high demand, and so are the company's job opportunities. Meet LORAINE Taylor. She's been at Carter for 11 years and currently leads the dealership's L&D apprenticeships while managing the veteran programs and career development.
As an 18-year-old coming out of school in the UK, I flirted with a military career and decided to join the Territorial Army, which is the reserve in the United Kingdom, as part of the Women's Royal Army Corps, and spent 3 years and enjoyed every minute of that 3 years. But an opportunity took me to my initial employer, a lift truck company in the UK. That opportunity took me to the US and introduced me to Carter Machinery. I've been given the opportunity in this role to really develop our talent and expanding that out into the veteran world. Something that we've been very proud of and we've added in the past year is the Skill Bridge partnership with the Department of Defense. And that allows us to invite service members who are still part of the military to come work with us for 6 months, come train to be a technician in either construction or electric power, and use the skills that they have and the background that they have from the military to look for a very rewarding career.
U.S. Coast Guard veteran Tim Sullivan is one of the many successful graduates of Carter Machinery's apprenticeship program.
So I spent 20 years in the Coast Guard as a culinary specialist, basically stationed in 2 different places, 4 different units in Florida, and then I spent 10 years in D.C. doing official functions for the admirals. The apprenticeship program is really a great program for anyone, but especially veterans, in my opinion. No matter what your prior job was, coming in as a culinary specialist, I didn't have a lot of experience and knowledge in the technician field. They do an amazing job building you up from the ground floor, taking their time. Each class is geared for a range of knowledge in the classroom, and you get a chance to learn from others. It takes about 15 months to complete the program, and then basically from there you become a B-Tech and you work your way, get experience on up to an A-Tech. You have a great opportunity and a wealth of knowledge around you. So whatever you don't know, you just ask, and there's always somebody there to guide you and show you.
Retired U.S. Army Sergeant Ali Rodriguez joined Carter Machinery in 1994 as a shop technician. Since then, Ali has been both determined and dedicated to climbing the company's corporate ladder, landing him at his current position as the senior instructor in charge of developing and instructing classes for internal and external customers.
I teach everybody from technicians to customers, military and government agencies on all the aspects of Caterpillar machinery. We have a simulator. We use that to train the novice operator on muscle skills. We have 4 different simulators, and what we do is we show them different tasks, best-in-class skills that were set up by Caterpillar for them to practice and set themselves up to become a professional operator. I think it's a great opportunity for veterans who wish to transition out of the military, either from the maintenance fields, and even those who are not in the maintenance field, to come in here. They don't even have to know anything about mechanicking, and we will teach them everything they need to know. It makes me feel great to work for an organization that can afford that opportunity to all our veterans out there that wish to make that transition.
To find out more about Carter Machinery's active duty and veteran hiring initiatives and their life-changing apprenticeship programs, visit cartermachinery.com.
Transmission and distribution systems are the backbone of the U.S. power grid, just as our service members are the backbone of our military. Osmose understands the value of employing military veterans to advance their mission.
I'm David HAGLEY. I'm the Chief Operating Officer here at Osmose, and I'm responsible for all field operations and operation support functions. Osmose provides a variety of services for utilities across the United States and the world. We provide safety inspections on all of their infrastructure, their poles, their steel towers, pad mount, underground. Osmose has been in business since 1934. We sold preservatives to railroads and coal mines and even utilities, but after a while the utilities said, "We love this idea, but could you put the preservative on the poles for us?" And that's how we began with pole inspection and treatment back in the late 40s. The reason that we like to hire veterans is because some of the traits they possess is exactly what we're looking for here at Osmose. They're loyal, hardworking, they understand how to work together in small teams, they look out for each other.
My name is Jackie Sullivan, and I was a captain in the U.S. Air Force. I graduated from the Air Force Academy in 2008. I commissioned as a civil engineer officer, and I spent 5 years on active duty. I'm the Director of Sales Operations at Osmose, so I support and enable our sales team so they can sell better, faster, and more efficiently. Since I grew up in the military and everything else, I just had a very strong sense of patriotism and wanting to serve my country. Those were the true test of leadership skills there, because again, when you're in that deployed environment, it's literally just you, and you have to make those decisions for your team. And I was actually contacted by a recruiter, and he told me about Osmose, and honestly, it seemed like a perfect fit for me and my skills, and it just kind of happened really quick, actually.
The infrastructure within the utilities is aging every day, and it's something that Osmose takes a lot of pride in, to go out and provide safety inspections and also provide solutions to some of the issues we find while we're out there.
My name is Anthony MARQUARDT. I am originally from Fort Worth, Texas. I currently live in Noonan, Georgia. I was in the Army for 4 years. I was an 11 Bravo infantryman stationed at Fort Campbell. I have worked at Osmose for a little over a year and a half. I'm the Director of Business Development for the state of Georgia. I come from a military family. When I was getting out of the Army and transitioning, I wanted something that felt like home to me. Osmose has visited utility poles in all 50 states. Our crews have driven over 29 million miles, and we have visited over 5 million poles every year. Do you want proof? Look for the silver tag on every pole.
We recruit veterans through direct contact with the bases. We also use third parties where their main focus is on recruiting veterans and placing veterans.
My name is Tony Duty. I served in the United States Navy, aircraft launch and recovery, and security force protection. I also served in the United States Army as a light infantry squad leader. At Osmose Utilities, I run the training program for the pole inspection and treatment foreman. I've had family members serve in the United States military going as far back as World War II, and then I served with Operation Iraqi Freedom and Operation Enduring Freedom in Afghanistan. I had never heard about Osmose until a friend of mine from the Army had recommended it to me. He had been here a few years and he really enjoyed it. So I took a leap and came here, became a foreman trainee, worked my way up to foreman, and then field instructor, and then eventually manager of workforce development.
I walk in the front doors, I'm greeted by Nora, our very friendly receptionist, and then I come in, and then I typically have a lot of meetings and reports that I have to do.
An average day for me could range from anything from being out in the field, inspecting utility poles.
In this industry, we are the most tenured, well-trained, and innovative workforce.
Osmose has a unique culture. It's very much like a family. And in veterans, we see the same thing, that they came from a unique culture, and the two of them seem to fit very well.
I got to serve my country, and now I get to serve my community.
To find out more about Osmose and their commitment to hiring vets, check out their website at osmose.com.
This family-owned chain has been part of American roads for more than 50 years. With nationwide travel stop and truck service locations, Love's Truck Care and Speedco are great places to work and develop a career, especially after the military. And guess what? They're hiring.
They have more than 500 travel stops and convenience stores across our country. In fact, there are 400 Love's Truck Care and Speedco locations in 41 states, making them the heart of the highway.
Hi, I'm Gary Price. I am Executive Vice President for Love's Travel Stops and Country Stores, overseeing our 416 maintenance shops. I was also a military veteran and served in the First Gulf War and Desert Storm and Desert Shield. Love's is a highway hospitality company. We have 575 locations across the United States on the interstate. We service four-wheel traffic, traveling public, as well as the professional driving community, keeping America moving. We provide tires, light mechanical services to keep those trucks rolling if they break down, and then emergency road service.
More than just growing their business, they're focused on creating 30,000 plus jobs in communities around the country. They believe the values that emerge from the service to our great country are the same values they look for in every person they hire.
My name is STACI, LYNCH, and I am currently a Speedco General Manager at Lake Park, Georgia, Speedco 933 location. I'm also a captain in the United States Army. I was active duty for 7 years before transitioning over to the reserves 2 years ago when I decided to join Love's. So I joined the Army in September of 2012. My first official duty station was Fort Bragg, North Carolina, where I first served as a fire control platoon leader. We ended up deploying in support of Operation Enduring Freedom to the country of Jordan for just short of a year. The Army teaches you a lot of things. We all had to work together as a team. And that is definitely something that you bring over to Love's, because there's a goal to meet and you can't do it alone. Unfortunately, a lot of veterans get out prematurely and they join companies so quickly because they're so afraid of being unemployed. And that's not the case, because there is a support system, there is a camaraderie, there are people to reach out to and that'll support you.
Love's has a junior military officer program where we hire junior military officers that are transitioning out of the military. And we're doing that because we want folks that have leadership. The military does a great job of training leadership, and we train them how to run the tactical part of the business, whether that's the restaurants, the stores, or our maintenance shops.
Our name tags say making a difference on them, and that is exactly what I wanted to do when I transitioned out. I wanted to continue making a difference like I did in the Army in the civilian world.
My name is Jake England. I'm a area truck care manager for Love's Travel Stops and Truck Care Speedco. I was raised in a house with military family members. It was always a great positive experience for me, and I wanted to give back. So I deployed to Iraq in 2015 in support of Operation Inherent Resolve. And then I got to deploy to Ghana, Africa in support of Operation United Accord with the 101st Airborne. I got some special training when I was in the military. I got to go to a course called Joint Fires Observer as a second lieutenant. It deals with controlling assets like helicopter gunship, fixed wing aircraft, like F-15s, F-18s, naval gunfire, and artillery equipment. In the military, we work with a lot of different vehicles and equipment. And here at Love's, we have an exceptional diesel apprentice program that makes it easy for a transitioning veteran to come into our company for a paid internship to become a diesel technician. Love's is a lot more than a gas station. We offer truck care, restaurants, hospitality. There's real estate departments, there's construction departments. We have account managers that handle fleet sales and maintenance sales to our customers. It's just a very, very deep organization, a lot of opportunities.
Love's is a great place for military veterans to work because of our growth and opportunity. And we say at Love's, opportunity is our greatest benefit.
Welcome back. The culture at TCC and Wireless Zone is helping impact communities through neighborhood grants and their dedicated employees, many of whom are veterans. They're committed to making the world a better place. Take a look at this.
I was a very big patriot, wanted to provide and do what I could for my country and the people that lived in here. I took the oath and joined the U.S. Air Force. My first night boot camp saying, oh man, what's about to happen? Little did I know it would take me on one of the best journeys of my life.
My dad was ex-military, being in the Navy Seabee for a number of years. Went home and made the pitch to Mom and Dad, and they said, okay. And a couple weeks later, I found myself on a plane going to Fort Benning, Georgia for infantry basic training. And that's what started my military career.
So I was part of the security forces team in the U.S. Air Force. Unfortunately for me, I was very far away. I couldn't take a long weekend and come see my family. And I just knew towards the end of my 4-year stint in the Air Force that it was time for me to, I served my part. I loved every second of it, but it was time to finally get back home.
I spent a long time working retail, both in the office and in the field, once I finished with the military, and then joined TCC Wireless Zone about 10 years ago, at which point I became head of supply chain, compliance, many things related directly to my training in the military, which was just a great fit.
My military experience translates really well to TCC because the military is a big melting pot of people. So I meet people of different cultures, and that translates well with conversation with just general customers.
I got out of the Air Force in 2008. I came home and I needed to upgrade my cell phone at the time. So I went into a local store in Brownsburg, Indiana, where I'm from, and the rest is kind of history. I never left. I spoke with the store manager, got hired on about 2 weeks later, and here we are 13 years later, still loving every second of TCC and the Wireless Zone family.
I saw an advertisement to run corporate stores for Wireless Zone. I applied, and it brought me back to Connecticut and family, and got me into a part of my career that I really enjoyed the first time around.
So TCC and Wireless Zone collectively are the largest Verizon wireless retailer in the country. We have just over 1,200 stores and we serve 43 states. We encourage all of our employees and our franchisees to submit grants each quarter. Then we financially support the local nonprofits that they're passionate about. We also give every one of our employees 2 days off to volunteer at the local charities that they support. In addition to that, we also have what's called Give 10, Get 10, and this allows our customers to come into our stores and enter to win an opportunity to win $10,000 for themselves and to give $10,000 to the charity of their choice.
TCC and Wireless Zone are the two wireless divisions that make up the Round Room family, and we sell exclusive Verizon products and services. On the Wireless Zone side, we're a franchise-based organization. In fact, one of the things that I'm very proud of is that when somebody comes in and they want to purchase their own franchise within Wireless Zone, we give veterans 50% off their franchise fees right out of the gate to help them get started.
Customer service to me through TCC is just making someone's day just a little bit better. Yeah, really that's all it is, and I think anyone can be nice.
TCC Round Room is a family, and it's really treated that way, and it feels a lot like the military in that you're very close with people and you're very oriented to taking care of each other.
I met my wife through this company. One of the things that brought us together was TCC. This place is a big part of our life. My wife currently works for one of our Wireless Zone franchisees, so we're still entrenched together in the business.
One of the things that I truly admire and really appreciate at Wireless Zone TCC is our 5 promises. And those 5 promises are be authentic, connect, care, inspire, and drive the business. It's very similar to the values and oaths we took in the military, and I think maybe that's why I'm so comfortable with it. But they really are the bedrock of what we do, and I'm proud of what we represent through those 5 promises.
I would say give TCC a shot. I think the culture here is amazing, and they're very accepting.
So it's a huge opportunity for you to take those skills that you learned in the military, bring them over to TCC Wireless Zone, take the next step in your career in an environment which is very family oriented, very caring about the individual, and very focused on the customer, the community, and the employees in the business.
Everybody feels like family to me in this building. And I think that's the camaraderie and that's the feel that TCC and Wireless Zone gives to make people want to come and transition into opportunity with one of those companies.
It's so great to see that after sacrificing so much to their military service, today's veterans were able to shine at these outstanding companies. I'm Untitled Chapter. Thanks so much for joining us on this episode of Military Makeover Operation Career. We'll see you next time.